background of what Housing Services does, how we get our federal funds every single year. Housing Services is a local non-for-profit based out of Orem. We get funding from the Utah County Consortium of Cities. It's compiled of 8 different cities here in Utah County that all get federal allotments. It's called CDBG or home funds. CDBG funds are Community Development Block Grant funds that have very specific regulations of what they can be used for. Down payment assistance programs, low interest remodeling loans, street widening projects, new parks, can all be used with this funding. So these cities, we have 8 in Utah County, they get these allotments every single year. And a small portion they give to this consortium of cities, and that consortium allots to Housing Services an annual allotment for our down payment assistance program. The official name of our program is Loan to Own, specifically because we are a zero interest, non-payment second loan. We take a deed, a title position in the second position, and in the industry it's called what's called a silent second. And the reason why we call it loan to own is we have a 10-year period or a 10-year term. The second 5 years of the term, we start forgiving the loan. So on your 6th anniversary of living in your guys' new home, we forgive 20%. If you're there year 7, 20%, and through year 10. So with the purchase of the home that we help you with, if you stay there 10 years, the amount of down payment and closing cost assistance that you get would be fully forgiven. So that's why we call it loan to own. The best part is, let's say you move within the first 5 years. There's no terms of forgivability. But what happens is at that point, you would repay exactly how much you borrowed. So if you borrowed $5,000 for down payment and closing costs in 3 years or 4 years, you would pay us back $5,000. Never any interest, never any payments as long as you occupy the home. Just we put the equity into the home, and when you move, we get the proceeds from the sale and you pay us back. And again, it's a trustee, so you would have to. Okay? So that's kind of how we get our influx of money from the government. Now, the 8 cities, the first thing I want to give everybody is our website. I normally have brochures and handouts, but we've had income guidelines and purchase price limits changed in the last week. And so all of my information on my brochures is inaccurate. So let me give you the website. I don't think we have to include www anymore. Housing Services. HousingServicesUT.org. We actually have 3 different federal programs on our website. One is a low interest remodeling loan. One is a lead-based paint testing grant for older homes, and then the loan to own. So you guys want to click on the loan to own. There's 3 circles. It's the first one. That's where we go. On that, we'll have our income limits. So that's where we'll start. Our first requirement for a family to be eligible is you have to be low to moderate income as defined by the federal government. And this is based on an annual gross income for your family size. So we typically work with family sizes of 1 through 8. If you have a family size larger than 8, then you can call me and I can get the exact. But for tonight's purposes, this is the most accurate, up-to-date for family size. And this will be on the website by the end of the weekend, is what my web developer tells me. So for a family size of 1, gross income needs to be $33,600 or less. Family size of 2, $38,400. Family size of 3, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. Family size of 3 is $43,200. Family size of 4, $48,000. Family size of 5, $51,850. Family size of 6, $55,700. Family size of 7, $59,500. Family size of 8, 63, 350.
Would you repeat 1 and 2? Sorry.
You bet. Family size of 1 is 33,600. And family size of 2 is 38,400. 8 is 63,350.
That's combined in the same.
That's total household income
Gross.
gross. And we count everybody that's working over the age of 18.
Is that adjusted gross income on the tax return or gross?
We calculate off of the last 3 months' pay stubs
Okay.
what their gross is before taxes and all of that.
So, would you like to see like a W-2 or?
We ask for, yeah, I can tell you everything that we ask for with an application. It's all on the website. I actually have a application checklist. We want to see the last 2 years income taxes. So if you filed a 1040 or whatever you filed, last 2 years worth of tax information. We want the last 3 months pay stubs for everybody that's working. That's how I'm going to calculate your incomes off of pay stubs, not off the taxes. So we want to do what's accurate. That's right. We have a lot of seasonal applicants that do summer construction and they're slow in the winter, so it's not fair to, we take it base by base. I know how to accurately calculate anybody's income. I have, there's people that do landscaping now. I had a client that applied 2 months ago. He didn't have a whole lot of income, and we'll get into some reasons why he wasn't approved then, but he is now because we want to make sure it's up.
Post purchase, can they make more money? Or
Absolutely.
do that?
From the time that we close, if you got a pay raise or a new job or won the lottery, or it doesn't matter. That's right. That doesn't change your eligibility. Eligibilities are calculated only at the time of application. If they got a new job before closing and it affected, maybe they wanted to go for a more expensive home, probably can't do it.
What kind of, you apply, how long do you have to close?
We, from the time we get our loan committee, I send the lender a commitment of funds letter that's good for 45 days.